Hello, hello. Oh, I think we're up. I think we're here. Thank you. All right. Yes, I think we have both. Fantastic. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. Can we ask folks to have a seat? Folks out in the little lobby area, we're ready to get started. Want to welcome you all to the 6th annual Harlem Emergency Preparedness Day. I'm Stuart, Reid, the director of WEBT, and this is Ramona Ponce.
Hello, everybody. I'm the Manhattan Borough Coordinator for the New York City Emergency Management CERT program, a volunteer position, and I'm happy to be with you today.
Okay, we've got a lot of good information, a lot of good folks here. I'd like to give them a quick shout out and thanks. We've got the Fire Department of New York here in this event space, as well as outside on the plaza. There's a big truck. They call it a smokehouse, and it simulates a fire. And it teaches you what to do in the situation where there's a lot of smoke. As you may know, in fires, most folks die not from being burned, but from the smoke. So there's a smoke truck out there that demonstrates what to do. We also are doing CPR out on the plaza, fire department, thanks to them as well. We've got the New York City Emergency Management folks. We've got CERT. We've got East Harlem COAD. We've got the Red Cross. Who did I forget, Ramona?
We have Harlem Roots. We have the
Medical Roots.
Yeah, medical roots
and Harlem Hospital.
And Harlem Hospital. Yes, thanks for.
Okay.
I kind of mashed that up, didn't I?
Thank you. So we got an exciting program today. In addition to our vendors, I'd just like to give a shout out to Angela Harden, who's the general manager of WHCR and the founder of WHCR EBT. We are the WHCR Emergency Broadcasting Team. And we were put together 6 years ago following Hurricane Sandy, when we realized there was no information, local information about what was going on in Harlem. You could turn on your radio, turn on your news, and hear about downtown, hear about the Far Rockaways, hear about Queens, hear about Staten Island, but what's going on here in Harlem? There was no information. So we, under the leadership of Angela Harden, started WHCR Emergency Broadcast Team. So we partner with local folks out in the community that have two-way radios like this that work even when cell phone service goes out, when the telephone goes out, when the internet goes out, these things still work. And we communicate back here to the station and then get information out over the air about what's going on in the Harlem community. We broadcast on FM 90.3. We also streamcast on WHCR.org. We also have our own website, WHCREBT.org, that always has up-to-the-minute information and also has a live feed from what's going on in the studio, so we can go on air and tell you about what's going on. And even if there were an occasion where we couldn't get into the studio because of weather or whatever, we can remote in and get information out, emergency communications out. So it's a really critical and robust platform that we put together, and we appreciate your support coming out today to help make this event really happen. It's our 6th annual, and we're really happy that you're here. And do you want to say some more about CERT? Or?
What I want to do is first give a shout out to Bob Ponce of Harlem Emergency Network,
Yay,
who
Bob.
is here in the back. And then we also have Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, also who has arrived. Yes, by all means, visit all these terrific vendors and get your cards stamped, folks. 'Cause
Yes.
we have a giveaway later on.
That's right, free go bags. Everybody hopefully has a card. If you don't have a card, just raise your hand. Somebody will bring you one. Visit at least 5 of the vendors, either here and or out on the plaza, and you get a free go bag.
Okay.
We're also going to have free lunch
Yeah.
a little bit later on in the morning. But right now, I guess we're going to turn it over to...
Yeah.
Is the president here? We were expecting the president of City College to come, and...
Maybe in a moment. Let me just introduce CERT.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to just say one or two words about the New York City Emergency Management CERT program. That's the Community Emergency Response Team program. We are a group of volunteers who are trained as responders of last resort. We are also trained to assist first responders in everyday planned events such as parades, the New York City Marathon, events of that nature. We are also trained to do things such as help to set up points of vaccination, points of distribution, in case there is a pandemic flu like H1N1. We help to make sure that our neighbors got vaccinated. We are local. I am here in Harlem, and whenever you go to an event and you see the green shirt, these are your neighbors. We have a vested interest in making sure that neighbors are taking care of neighbors, and that's what we do. We help to prepare the community to meet and overcome emergencies with just a few simple steps. So come by and get some planning materials and make sure that you and your family are ready for the next emergency.
Okay, I'd now like to introduce our general manager, WHCR general manager, Angela Harden. Angela, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for gathering here today to learn about emergency preparedness. Some of you are students, some of you are people from the community, and some of you, so I'm going to tell you about what I know about our next speaker, the president of the City College of New York. If you study or work here at the college, you may have seen him, but you've never really spent time with him because he's a busy guy. If you live here in the community, this may be the first time you're meeting him. So I'm going to tell you what I've observed about him while working closely with him on his radio show on WHCR, From City to the World. I know that he cares about the students here at City College. While he was dean of the Colin Powell School for Civic and Global Leadership, he took time to teach groups of students how to fly fish, how to hike, and canoe. To a young person that has grown up in a city where there is very little grass and not many trees, a connection to nature is very important to a healthy lifestyle. I know that he cares about strengthening the relationship between City College and the people in the Harlem community because his radio show is about how the work we do here at City College focuses on solving issues in the community, like disparities in healthcare and immigration reform. On the show, he talks to faculty and staff here at the college and people in the community who are working to solve the same issues. He researches the topics and digs deep to get to the core of the problem. I know because I'm his producer and he writes his own questions. So if you haven't listened to From City to the World, I encourage you to check it out. The show airs on the last Wednesday of every month from 3 to 4 p.m. and it's archived on our website, WHCR.org, and City College's website. So ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to introduce you to the president of the City College of New York, Dr. Vince Boudreau.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Angela, and welcome to this event. You know, one of the things I see most of you, many of you are from the community. One of the things I think we have to do better at the college, and the radio show is Exhibit A in how we're trying to do that. We've got to be more of a public resource. You know, we are in this community, we are of this community, but that means that the resources of the campus need to work with, inform, support activity going out in the community. I will tell you one of the most important things I did in the last year on this campus was to get my CPR training. And I think you look at this day of, you know, all the different exhibitors that help us be prepared for an emergency. And of course we do that for ourselves, we do it for our families, we do it for our neighbors. But if you think about it, there is very little that you can do that is more caring, that is more responsible, that is more generous to the people around you than to be the best prepared person you can be in the case of an emergency. You know, and coming out of that CPR training, one of the things we heard again and again and again is that people that take the time to prepare themselves for an emergency, when that moment happens, when somebody next to you goes down, all of a sudden your training kicks in. And you spend time at these exhibits, get the training that you need. You're going to walk around not even knowing that you've got that reserve. But you know, we're standing at a time when a 400-mile, square mile hurricane is bearing down on states just a little while down the coast, and we don't know what the next thing is going to be that makes us as a community, need to act as a community to take care of one another. And I think one of the things that we're just really pleased to do is to have an event like this where we bring in the fire department, EMTs, other people that can help you, and contribute to the resources and knowledge of our campus, but also the people that live in and around the campus. So thank you for coming. Thank you to all the exhibitors. I hope you have a great day. There's lots to do in here and a ton of stuff to do out on Convent Avenue. So I invite you all to partake of it. And if you're listening to this outside of this room, if you're on campus somewhere, if you're a student walking through the halls, get out onto Convent Avenue. Learn about how you get that CPR training. Learn about the other things you can do to prepare yourself, to defend yourself and the people around you against emergencies. So thank you, everybody. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you,